What's up, YouTube? So it's been a few weeks since I posted, and just realized it's, I just been, just analyzing life and really just trying to figure out what is it that's held me back so long, you know. And like I said in my previous videos, it be our own self. It's been my own self, you know. And I'm approaching about 120-ish days or whatnot of SR, you know. And yeah, it's the best journey I've ever I've ever practiced. Does it get hard? Of course it gets hard. Uh, it's supposed to, because that's what shapes and molds a man. And this title came to my mind just sitting on the couch. And this is my isolated discipline. Because what I learned is, what God showed me and told me, is that it's not about what we tell other people what we're doing. It's about what you and God know you're doing behind closed doors, you know. So, and that's what builds character. That's what brings integrity. I remember I was working a job for several years, and that was one of the traits as a team player, as a team worker. You know what I'm saying? Was integrity. You know, and that means a lot. It does, because it's so easy to put on a facade and tell people what we're doing and telling people how they should live their life. But if you're not living it yourself, then what's the point? And I know y'all been asking about what happened to my lip or whatnot. I got a nice little elbow hooping, and that's another thing that I wanted to mention was there's plenty of mornings I don't want to get up and go to the gym and get my reps in. But do I get up and of course I have to. And could I be more disciplined? Of course. I could go every day. Do I gotta lift weights every day? No, I don't. But I could at least go and give me at least 300 shots in a day, and taking care of my body, making sure I'm consuming the right foods and staying hydrated. Because being too busy in life, we tend to just forget about our health, and I know that's something that I have to work on. I have habits too, that I need to quit, and I know I'll get there. And they say that's the first step, is acknowledging where you're lacking at. So, I just wanted to share this with y'all, because isolated discipline, every great man, and I'm sure every great woman, will always need to go through isolated discipline. You can be isolated, but not disciplined, though. Because isolation it's not forever, of course. It's just to find where you're lacking at, what in life has been holding you back. Is it shopping too much? Is it drinking too much, smoking too much, partying too much, eating too much? You know what I'm saying? So that's just something that, that we have to question ourselves and answer it ourselves. The God in us would tell us where we're indulging too much, you know. Um, so, yeah, it's a great journey that I believe that everybody that wants to be great. If you don't want to be great, then hey, live your life how you keep going, living it, you know. But if you want to be great, you're gonna be isolated. You're gonna be disciplined while you're isolated, you know. And I believe in you. It's not an easy thing to do. Um, I told myself I was gonna start going to therapy, and I still haven't yet. Um, you know, it's it's hard for me to open up to people. You know, especially a stranger. As a therapist would be a stranger. Um, so I know I'll get there eventually. They say therapy is good, and I'm sure it is. I don't feel comfortable doing it. I wouldn't be comfortable at all. Feel me? Um, but yeah, y'all. I hope y'all find this video helpful. Uh, this concept is so valid. Being isolated and disciplined. It's not easy. It won't be easy at all. Um, there's plenty of nights where I'll be feeling like I'm alone, and that's when I gotta step outside, take a deep breath, a few of them, and just tell the Most High. Don't ask him. I'm telling him to remove this urge from my mind, from my body, from my spirit. I don't want to keep thinking in this type of mindset that when I feel alone, I have to go and indulge in activity that's just going to hold me back another however months, years, you know. It's just not worth it to me. So that's where I'm at in my life right now. It's just being isolated and disciplined. Do I talk to people? Of course. But am I in company with people? No, I'm not. All I do is just get up, go to the gym when I have time to. I ain't gonna lie, I have been lacking. I'm actually just getting over this sprained ankle, so I haven't been to the gym. Like, it's still sore. It's been about, 3 weeks? So yeah, it's still sore though. And so yeah, I'm just actually waiting for it to heal, which I didn't really have time for it to rest. Like I would have liked it to, because I gotta make money. You know what I'm saying? So I can't just sit down and just let it rest. But I mean, for the most part, it's walkable, but it's still stiff and a little sore. um, yeah, I don't want to hold y'all too long though. I just feel like time was overdue. Like I said, it's been a few weeks since I spoke to y'all. So yeah, I want to keep going down this journey of just. I told myself if I give myself a certain amount of days to just lock in fully, like no distractions at all. You feel me? That I believe that the Most High will bless me more than I have ever thought He could. You know, 'cause I see videos on my algorithm all the time on locking in and just being disciplined. Like that's so valid. Like and not indulging in these urges. Like you know. So all right, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Peace.